Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome children to the second module of the lesson, parts of a plant and their functions. Hope everybody watched the first module. Are you clear with the concepts, children? Can we recall them now? First we learned the parts of a plant. What are the parts of a plant? Root, stem, leaf, flower and fruit. Then we learned the types of root system. Can we name them? Taproot and fibrous root system. Then we learned the functions of the root system. What are they? Fixation, absorption, storage and prevention of soil erosion. The same way we learned the functions of shoot system also. Can we recall them? Support, transportation and food storage. What do you observe in the slide, children? We see different types of leaves. So, different plants have different types of leaves. They are of different shapes and sizes. What do you observe in the slide, children? We observe different types of leaves in different shapes and sizes. But do you find anything common among them? Yes, leaves of most plants are green in color. Yes, no children? Did you notice that? Why do most plants have green leaves? Plants have green leaves because they contain a green colored pigment called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll gives green color to the leaves. Now we will learn about the structure of a leaf. Observe the picture, children. The flat and broad surface of a leaf is called the leaf blade or lamina. Passing through the center of the leaf is a thick main vein called the midrib. Can you observe that in the picture, children? The main vein is also called midrib. It branches into many side veins. The leaf is attached to the stem with a stalk called the petiole. Can you observe the same in the picture, children? On the lower surface of a leaf, tiny pores are present. They are called stomata. They help the plant to breathe. These pores are so tiny that they cannot be seen with our naked eyes. Come children, now we will learn the main functions of a leaf. What are the main functions of the leaf? Do you know, children? Yes, now we will learn them. Photosynthesis, exchange of gases, transpiration, storage of food. How do leaves make food? Do you know, children? Yes, the green leaves are called kitchen or food factories of the plant. Why they are called kitchen, children? Because they only prepare the food for the whole plant. Green leaves make food by a process called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together. What does a leaf need for photosynthesis? What are the raw materials they need, children? They are sunlight, water, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. You can observe the same in the picture, children. Now we learn about the process of photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The process by which green plants make their own food using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. Now we'll see how it happens. The leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air through the stomata. How do they get the water? The roots absorb water and mineral salts from the soil. The stem and the veins of a leaf carry water and minerals to the leaves. So, with the help of water, carbon dioxide, mineral salts, sunlight and chlorophyll. How does the chlorophyll help, children? The chlorophyll is the green pigment which traps the sunlight. So, with the help of all these materials, the leaves prepare food. This process is called photosynthesis. Here is a simple way of showing how plants make food. Carbon dioxide plus water with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll form glucose plus oxygen. So, green leaves make food in the form of glucose. The glucose is then converted into starch by plants. So, what happens to the oxygen given out, children? The oxygen which the plants give out is being inhaled by all living things. Plants store excess food in the form of starch. Children, now you know why we eat different parts of the plants. Yes, because plants store their excess food in the form of starch. Now we will do a simple activity to check whether the food items have starch in them. So what we need for that? A potato and iodine solution. Come children, we'll try it. Take a potato, cut it into two halves, put a few drops of iodine solution on one part. Now see what happens. Iodine solution turns blue-black. The blue-black color shows the presence of starch. This indicates that the plant has stored its extra food as starch in the potato. Next function is exchange of gases. Leaves help the plant to breathe through stomata. During the day, the plant uses carbon dioxide from the air to make food and oxygen. But at night, there is no sunlight, children, so photosynthesis cannot take place during night time. Next comes the transpiration. The root of a plant takes in lots of water. All the water is not used by the plant. So what happens to that water? The extra water passes out of the stomata as water vapor. So the loss of water through leaves in the form of water vapor is called transpiration. Next comes the storage. Some plants such as cabbage, spinach and mint store extra food in their leaves. Next, to sum up, we have the keywords. Leaf blade. What is a leaf blade, children? The flat and broad surface of a leaf is called leaf blade or lamina. Next comes the chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a green colored pigment present in the leaves. Stomata. Tiny pores present on the lower surface of the leaf are called stomata. Photosynthesis. The process by which green plants make their own food using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight is known as photosynthesis. Transpiration. Loss of water through leaves in the form of water vapor is called transpiration. So, children, we have come to the end of the module. What did we learn in this module? we learnt about the leaves and their functions. So here is a simple assignment for you to work out. Learn the given keywords and draw a neat label diagram of a leaf. Don't forget to label the parts: leaf blade, midrib and the petiole. Thank you, children.